pot industry high on Florida's marijuana legalization referendum. Voters will now get to decide whether to legalize recreational marijuana in a state that has a well-established medical pot marketplace. When the Florida Supreme Court earlier this month approved a November referendum on legalizing marijuana in the Sunshine State, it set off celebrations around the national cannabis industry. While 24 states have legalized recreational marijuana so far and at least 38 have legalized its medical use, Florida presents the industry with a jewel of an opportunity. The Sunshine State has one of the fastest growing populations in the U.S., a well-established medical marijuana business with more than 800,000 patients, and is one of the world's top tourist destinations. Some 135 million people visited Florida last year from both domestic and international destinations. The legalization of adult-use marijuana in Florida is not just a game changer for the state's economy but also a defining moment for the entire U.S. cannabis industry, Headset, a marijuana-focused data company, said in a blog post after the court's decision. Already at around $2 billion in medical marijuana sales, Florida could see $4.9 billion to $6.1 billion in sales during the first year of recreational marijuana, Headset estimates. Florida is unique, says Kim Rivers, CEO of Trulieve, the leader in the state with more than 130 medical marijuana dispensaries. Trulieve was a main funder of the effort to get the referendum on the ballot, contributing $40 million. But now a broader range of cannabis companies are joining the effort, raising $15 million for the Smart and Safe Florida campaign. Florida is a state with significant sporting and cultural events that draw people to it, Rivers notes. And it borders to neighboring states with restricted access to cannabis. Georgia offers limited medical marijuana and Alabama still doesn't dispense medical marijuana to its residents despite approval back in 2021. In a blog post, Headset pointed to Maryland as a state that legalized recreational marijuana in 2023 after having a successful medical program. We observed a 2.25x increase in monthly sales immediately following legalization, with a 2.4x increase at market maturity, the company wrote. Passage is expected by advocates, but the threshold is high. 60% of voters will have to approve the measure. The presence of Florida referendum that will be on the November ballot will allow marijuana use by those over 21. But the exact terms of how much, whether it will be taxed, and other rules will be determined by the state legislature. Lawmakers will have 6 months from the referendum's passage to develop a structure for the recreational use. Although existing medical dispensaries in the state are grandfathered in, other states that have both medical and recreational marijuana have chosen to tax the latter, and that may well be the case in Florida. Also, pricing can be different for medical and recreational products in states that have both. Those who qualify for medical marijuana in Florida do pay an annual fee of $75 in addition to any charges that a doctor might levy to review the patient and any checkups. The Florida medical marijuana market is extremely competitive, with aggressive discounting. Smokable flower accounts for 47.1% of the sales, according to Headset, with concentrates that include edibles, vape pens, topicals and tinctures, accounting for the other 50.9%. But insiders say the expansion into the recreational market could bring new products and pricing to the market. A different referendum enshrining abortion rights could increase overall voter turnout. But it is unclear how that would affect the marijuana vote. A poll late last year by the University of North Florida found 67% approving of the idea of recreational marijuana. Support was widespread, with 78% of Democrats supporting it and 55% of Republicans. Majority support was found in every age group, with the highest among 18-24-year-olds at 86% and the lowest at 51% for those 65 and older. I would absolutely expect all the businesses to increase market share, says Michael Binder, faculty director of the Public Opinion Research Lab at UNF. If you make it easier, people will do it more. Industry insiders say the recreational market may be made up more of casual users, those who may not have access to a regular doctor, and tourists and others who may be occasional users. There's really no stereotype of a medical user, says Jason Erks, Chief Communications Officer at Cresco Labs, operator of 33 Sunnyside retail dispensaries in Florida. There's substantial room for growth in Florida. The issue is to regulate it and convert the illicit users to the legal market. Although Republican Governor Ron DeSantis opposed the referendum, he is not expected to stand in the way of it being legalized, and so far the only stated opposition has come from the Florida Chamber of Commerce. I don't see any organized opposition to it, says Binder.